All right, everybody, this is catastrophic. There is a catastrophic development coming out of the White House today that nobody is really covering in the correct way. Trump is currently in the Oval Office melting down over this, and no, this time it is not the reflecting pool that Trump spent millions of dollars renovating only to watch it turn green, peel apart at the seams, kill some ducks, and now have to be redrained as the National Guard watches over and essentially arrests or detains anybody who even touches the pool. I mean, it is a crazy sight to see, but that is not the disaster that I want to talk about today. We'll touch on that in just a few minutes, but the real disaster is the Iran war. Today is the day that we have officially lost the Iran war and allowed
Shalom. Today is the day that we officially lost the Iran war. So now it's being noised abroad. It took this long because they've suppressed it. All right? Shabbat Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Shem Shabbat Shem Kakadash, double honor to the other apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the elder Yahshua. I'm back with the World War III Daily Update. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you all. We lost the war. Certainly by economic standards because we lost the strait and we're giving up money. So now people are coming to the understanding, right? Now, as a result of this, what you Jakes got to understand is now that the devil is mad and exposed, who the hell do you think he's about to come and take out his frustration on? Barack Obama. We got to blame all of this on Obama. Watch this.
war. Today is the day that we have officially lost the Iran war and allowed Iran to rebuild even bigger and better than before. We just learned that the United States is suspending all sanctions, almost all sanctions on Iran, allowing foreign countries and even U.S. companies to directly buy Iranian oil. This will immediately make Iran billions of dollars, which they will likely spend rebuilding their weapons programs, their proxies, rebuilding potentially their nuclear program. All of this will help Iran rebuild what we destroyed in the war. Listen, I'm not somebody who is a war hawk and who wants the United States to be in war. We need to find an off-ramp immediately. But Trump can't spend 3 to 4 months claiming we've destroyed their military, obliterated this base, and ruined all of their missiles, and then just essentially give them the money or reopen the revenue stream for them to rebuild once again. To make matters even worse, he is currently in the Oval Office right now, melting down over this. A reporter just asked him if Iran has leverage over us, and Trump snapped and said, "What a dumb question." But I just want to give you guys the reality of it. Republicans get mad when I say this. They call me anti-America, but I say this because I love America. The fact of the matter is, we are currently losing this war, and Iran...
He said it again. So what is this? This is a World War III Daily Update. What did Adam Mockler just say? Here's your update 2 hours ago. Here's the word on. Look at the MOU. The MOU tells a story, right? And the strait. The strait tells the story. They're control. Oh, we're shutting it down today. We're opening it tomorrow. Give me some money. So you lost. This is about taking land and natural resources, ain't it? Looks like they took all the land and natural resources and then sent somebody packing. Let him get to Obama.
Have leverage over us. When Trump signals that he is this desperate to get a deal, it allows Iran to essentially string us along and just demand smaller concessions that all add up to a very favorable package to them. For example,
this is about war. This is spoils of war.
They said they were going to reopen the strait if Israel removed troops from southern Lebanon. Now, Iran knows Israel's not going to do that. Iran knows for a fact Israel is not going to do that. So they put that poison pill in the memorandum, and then the memorandum immediately gets broken, and then they're able to ask for more and more from the United States.
Wow. Oh. And that's, I mean, when I say that, a brother wouldn't say that. But scoffer, he'll call you out after he scoffed you. Uh, and the thing is the same precepts are going to keep coming out because the closer we get to the end, the more exact. Okay? But see, you begin to understand things. Let me explain. It's Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks in the spirit. Let the weak say, I am strong. Right now, Iran's saying, look, it's not a one-sided thing no more. Not only are we in the negotiations, motherfucker, we're dictating it. And here's what we want. Lest we shut down the strait. Okay? Now, I'm going to explain war and rumors of war. And I'm going to explain, what was the other one? I forgot. Okay? Peace and safety. Okay? And I'm gonna explain it from the standpoint of what John saw in the vision. All right, so
for leading to more humiliation. This has got to be one of the most humiliating weeks in Donald Trump's entire presidency, not only due to Iran, but look at this. I just want to start off with this video, I guess. This woman tries to touch the reflecting pool in Washington, D.C., and it's become so militarized and so authoritarian that simply for touching the reflecting pool, she gets approached by the National Guard. What is this country we're even living in anymore? Take a look.
it's not just touching a reflecting pool. I think this nigga got the biggest camera. Is this camera equipment? What are they doing?
Uh-oh. I was lied to. You can't touch it. They lied to me. The Texas Marshal said I could touch it. The National Guard told her she cannot touch it.
They have Texas Marshals and the National Guard protecting the reflecting pool that Donald Trump messed up. I can't even believe this is reality. This was a video of about a month or two back when Trump had his motorcade literally drive on top of the reflecting pool. Maybe this is part of the reason why it wasn't able to be renovated entirely properly. Maybe this is one of the reasons why. It says breaking. New footage emerges of vandals driving their SUVs on the newly finished pond sealant, effectively ruining it. Of course.
Now, who do we blame this on? We got to blame this on. See, everything that's going wrong in the war right now can easily be blamed on somebody else, and people are about to buy that bullshit. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Gotta let this play.
This is a meme account, and the real vandals here are the Trump administration officials riding this. Well, you can even see Trump in the car right there. That's Trump in this car right here, driving over the reflecting pool. Everything he touches turns to shit, especially this deal with Iran. We not only are struggling to get back to the pre-war status quo, which was the Strait of Hormuz being
pre-war, war. This is all about war in Iran. War in Iran. How does Trump get out of this quagmire?
We not only are struggling to get back to the JCPOA status quo, which was Obama's deal, but we have now gone back to the status quo of like the Iranian Revolution. We have repealed back 40 years of sanctions, and this will directly allow Iran to recreate every single missile that Donald Trump claims he destroyed.
So Trump just fucked everything up, and the country, and the world economy. And who's he going to blame it on? How does he get out of it? Conveniently. Okay? And this is what they're about to do. They're about to try to run this, I'm going to blame it on the nigger play.
Let me play you his reaction to this. Look how naive he is. He tries to say that Iran is just going to be using this to give food to their people. If you know anything about the Iranian regime, they don't care about the people that live there. They care about power. They care about control. They care about their religion. They do not care. It's not a democracy. You can look it up right now. It is not a democracy. Iran is a regime that hurts its citizens. But here's what Donald Trump has to say after.
Confused rulers and, what is it? Unstable leaders and confused rulers. Get it. 2 Ezra 9 and 3 in the GMT. There will be earthquakes, national rebellions, international intrigues, unstable leaders, and confused rulers. When you see these things happening, you will know that they are what Most High has spoken about since the beginning of creation. So look at this dude. Look at the look on his face. And look what he pivots to. Now he'll be real good, right, at going into detail. Well, these people are starving and they're really hungry, and here's what they're going to spend. He'd be real good at telling a lie and getting into intricate detail about lying, but then act real stupid about something that is obvious to everybody else that you're lying about. But you can become the whole devil when you're deceiving, and when you want somebody to believe, oh, well, these people are starving. Watch just the ridiculous display of talking about low IQ, like we
All
can't
of this
see.
tough talk, after saying that they're liars every single day, he says this.
Okay, everybody. Any questions, please?
Sanctions on Iranian oil today, sir? Treasury lifted sanctions on Iranian oil today.
Well, I'm going to have to find out exactly the status, but if the sanctions go out, money's going to be put into this country. All that money's coming back in the form of purchases of food, which they...
No, you're giving money away. Oh, well, all that money come back. They're going to buy food from over here. You're real smart, right, when it comes to deception. But then, I mean, when somebody asks, first that's deflecting. Didn't you just give them a whole bunch of money? Isn't that they're going to spend that on weapons? Oh no, they're going to buy food from us because they're starving, and just crazy.
If the sanctions go out, money's going to be put into this country. All that money's coming back in the form of purchases of food, which they desperately need.
Now, what is he doing by doing that? He's diminishing the fact that Obama only gave up what, 100 million of their money back, which he's calling something different than what he's doing. It's the same exact thing, but you're giving up way, way more. And the fact that you're giving up way more and you lost that war and all of that shit, whatever is going on, there's one person you can blame.
They have 91 million people. They can't feed them. So the money that we lift is going to go to our farmers, largely to our farmers.
Can you ensure that the Iranians won't use profits from oil sales to rebuild their military?
Well, they're not supposed to be doing that, so we'll see. But they're supposed to use money to buy food for their people, because right now their people are very hungry, and they're buying it exclusively from us. Corn, soybeans, should be a lot of money. I hope it's a lot of money.
I have 2 points to make. Number one, Donald Trump threatened to wipe out the entire Iranian civilization like 3 months ago. He threatened to genocide all of them. The idea that he cares about the humanity or the human dignity of Iranians is absolute BS. He's looking for an off-ramp and he's surrendering. Number two, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Stephen Miller, every single person in the administration has been calling the Iranians liars, tricksters, and people who will F us over in order to further their goals. Yet now Donald Trump thinks that the Iranians have found, out of the goodness of their heart, the will to just feed their people. Somebody then pushes even further, and Trump begins to snap on them. These are the important questions that they should be asking. Like, honestly, the journalist in this clip that I just played did a great job of following up, saying, wouldn't they just use this money to rebuild the military?
For you, Mr. President?
Say it.
Does that give them leverage, the Iranians leverage over you?
Oh, you're so leverage. You know, their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their leaders are all dead.
Wait a minute. Their Navy and Air Force are gone, okay, we can concede that point, but you're giving them billions of dollars in revenue to rebuild it. I haven't even fully explained the gravity of what's happening. Let me dig in and then I'll play this clip of Donald Trump because it'll make it all the more silly. Okay, so here's the breakdown. The Treasury Department just waived oil sanctions on Iran for 60 days, citing progress in the deal. There's not actually progress. They're just desperate to appease the Iranians. Iran could rake in up to $10 billion off of that decision alone. $10 billion is more than enough to rebuild their military. A lot of analysts estimate that over the 60-day period, it could be even $12 billion. So it's important to point out these sanctions have come from a place of negotiation leverage. For years and years, for decades, the United States has used sanctions to gain leverage over Iran. Since the revolution, we've placed sanctions on them. Obama had used sanctions as a part of the way to get to his JCPOA. He had to place pressure. He didn't start a war, he had to place pressure strategically, and he was able to get them to come to the negotiation table. It's a shrewd but effective tactic. It's a good tactic to use. They just surrendered. The United States just surrendered all of this. Iran could rake in up to $10 billion off that decision alone. In contrast,
In other words, Trump got cold punked after losing the war. He got punked in the deal, in the negotiation.
Obama administration didn't lift sanctions until a deal was signed in the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency is what that is.
Going into that MOU, which means nothing, until a deal was signed. What is an MOU? Nothing. Okay? In contrast to Obama, he did things by the book until a deal was signed. We're not talking about a deal. We're talking about an MOU. You don't sign an MOU. You can sign it, but it don't mean shit. It means we're going to talk again in 60 days. Okay? So you can't compare an MOU to a signed deal. Okay?
Independently verified Iran's nuclear compliance. Only after a deal was signed and the IAEA independently verified this did they lift any sort of sanctions, and it wasn't even this radical of a sanctions lift. So this is an absolute mess, and Iran is immediately going to bounce back to square one, maybe even stronger, because now they have the Strait of Hormuz under their control.
Let the weak say I am strong.
They can toll the Strait of Hormuz and get revenue. They have way less oil sanctions, and the United States is pressuring our Gulf allies to give them $300 billion. Did we all just get collectively fleeced? That's what I'm starting to wonder. By the way, if you appreciate these truthful videos and you appreciate our breakdowns, make sure you drop a like to the Adam Mockler feed, and make sure you subscribe as well. Let's watch this clip.
Are you, Mr. President?
Say it.
Does that give them leverage, the Iranians leverage over you?
Oh, you're so leverage. You know, their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their leaders are all dead. Their whole country's a mess. Their economy is shot. The Times, the fake New York Times said, oh, it's about the same as it was 4 months ago. No, 4 months ago they had a Navy, 159 ships to be exact. It's gone. The whole Navy's gone. Their 250 airplanes, all gone. Their anti-aircraft is gone. Their radar is gone. These guys love radar. Their radar is gone. Everything's gone. Their leaders are gone. Their whole country is gone. Mm-hmm. And the Times said, oh, they're about the same as they were 4 months ago.
No, they're not the same. They have more leverage than they did 4 months ago. Here's the main problem that Donald Trump fails to realize. Just because we destroy the Navy or the Air Force in some foreign country does not mean we actually extracted political concessions. How many times over the years have you seen U.S. leaders say that we are winning in the Middle East, except we don't actually get any substantive wins in our daily life? Donald Trump and his administration have not gotten one concession from the Iranians. They destroyed the Navy and Air Force of Iran, which was given to them in the 1970s before the revolution. Good job. We killed their 86-year-old leader and destroyed their 50-year-old Air Force. Now, what are we going to get for it?
And the reason the news is doing so badly, or let's put it another way, the reason that I won in a landslide, even though I got 92% negative press, when the Times and a couple of others, they're grasping for straws when they say that Iran is about the same as it was 4 months. 4 months ago, they had a powerful Navy, they had a powerful Air Force. You know, most of their missiles are gone.
Bro, okay, a few things. If their Navy were as obliterated as Donald Trump claimed, how come the Strait of Hormuz is still closed? The reason why is because we did destroy their old 50-year-old Navy, but there is a secondary Navy called the IRGC Navy that consists of mines, small suicide boats, drones, weapons that they use to close the strait. Number two, Trump has repeated for months that Iran has no missiles left, but yet they still fire back at Israel when Israel fires at Hezbollah. The reality is, the United States is the one that is rapidly losing our interceptor stockpiles, and we are down to 1/3, maybe 1/2 of our interceptor stockpiles due to this specific war.
Most of their launching pads are gone. Most of their manufacturing capacity for drones and missiles is gone.
Oh, and the ultimate defeater for all of this is that because we are suspending sanctions and allowing foreign countries and U.S. companies to buy this Iranian oil, Iran will now make billions of extra dollars. billions of dollars, which they will then directly reinvest into weapons, proxies, and potentially their missile program. And what is Donald Trump then ranting about? The reflecting pool. I will give anybody in the audience $10 if they can guess whose name Donald Trump invokes to try to pin blame on the reflecting pool.
Now, I waited to get to this. Okay. You already know where this is going, but I'm going to find a clip after he says this to ensure you understand what's going on.
Which political figure do you think Donald Trump tries to blame this on? I'll leave some time for you to comment. Let me know what you think and listen here.
Part of what's curious about this situation is we stood here with you in April when you first revealed the plans.
I said what?
In April, you showed us pictures
Yeah.
of what you were going to do at the
Yeah.
pool, and you said you had a guy who was going to do it in a week for about $1 million.
Well,
It's been
it
2 months
just
and
say-
$16.5 million.
yeah, okay, ready?
He said it's been 2 months and about $16 million. Who do you think Trump blames here?
Well,
It's been
it
2 months
just
and
say-
$16.5 million.
yeah, okay, ready? Barack Hussein Obama, have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He spent 2 years and over $100 million on trying to fix it. You know what happened to it? Never even opened.
Right.
He took the water.
None of this is true. None of this is true. As he's saying this right now, people are being detained and borderline arrested at this exact place. I want to show you this other video of a woman being detained. This was taken by TMZ. Watch this.
There's a concerted campaign.
Let's do this.
There's a concerted campaign to come after Obama, blame everything. I saw something yesterday. See, this has been going on, but they're bringing it up to now. This is a trump card that they're going to try to pull. I think Obama's leaving or something like that. 1 month. I saw something today or yesterday. Trump calls for Obama's arrest over treason. I saw something where he's doing it now. Treason yesterday. I don't know if that'll change anything. $10 months. 1 month, 4 months. 4 days. Obama appears to slight Trump while talking American values. Arrest over treason is crazy. But what we're going to do is we'll continue to keep our eye on this because everything that was just lost, right? Trump has Obama derangement syndrome. That's it. Oh, look at Dollemore. He has to go after. Everybody can see that Trump has destroyed America. Now he has to blame it on Obama. And he can do that. Former politicians, former presidents, walk out to begin ceremony. What ceremony? 4 months, 3 days. Comparing. See? The more they find out about what just happened, as far as losing the war, and the shame that comes with that, okay? See, Obama was supposed to, Trump was supposed to come in and outdo and save everybody's life. We all knew it was going to happen, and now we're in it, right? Now we're in it.
Donald Trump has Obama derangement syndrome personally. It's an affliction that cannot be cured. He is obsessed with Barack Obama, obsessed with tearing down anything that Barack Obama did, from the JCPOA to the Affordable Care Act, wanting to just shred any memory of the accomplishments of Barack Obama and then erect a facsimile in its place, a house of cards in the place of the things that structurally and fundamentally made Americans' lives better. Donald.
Okay, and with that, I'm going to get one precept on the way out. And Salaki for going so long, but we're going to watch this because this is a world embarrassment, right? That's just getting to America. The whole world knows for the last 2 to 3 weeks that we lost the war, except for America. We're just waking up to it. So I can bear with me while I navigate this. Second as 13. I just want to point out, see, that's a war. They're two individuals, right? This. Just go directly to it, to the point. Second Ezra 13:31, and one shall undertake to fight against another, right? One city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, one people. Donald Trump represents a people. Trumpers, maggots, the white men. When the white man, no matter who he is, he can hate Donald Trump. When he sees Donald Trump, he sees himself. Okay? Same thing with Obama. When Negroes saw that black man, they saw themselves. So don't get it twisted. So, on a macro level, Donald Trump represents all Edomites. Just as somehow Obama represented all so-called black people when actually he never did. But that's the macro consensus, right? So the spokesperson or the focus of all white people is Donald Trump. He represents all white people, just like Obama represents all. So what does Donald Trump have to do now? He has to make whatever he's done better, right? By hook or fucking crook, because this is a fight, right? And not much of a fight, but when you're dealing with Edomites, anything goes. Truth goes out the window, facts go out the window. You talk about a fight, let me go back. Now do you understand? This fight right here. 2nd Ezra 13:31. One shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people. Starting with Obama and Trump, and trickling all the way down. Okay? That fight is here. And Donald Trump is stoking it. Okay? Trust and believe that's what he's doing. All right? And this is true. Obama came in there and made it look, he had his best Negro on. Right? He was slick and smooth. And Trump is very mad at that. Right? Obama the Hamite, right? Been studying Jake. Right? Anyway, that's all I have. So with that, we pray that the elector edifies you, brother. Shabbat shalom.